What's up? Good afternoon, everybody. It's me, Jessica, and it's day 145 of our motivational videos today. I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank God for another day. Maybe thank God it's Friday, but for real, what have we talked about in so many other videos? No, it's thank God for another day. Thank God for every day. And thank you guys for being here to listen to what's going on in my head. Alright, I'll try to make sure that it's the most valuable that comes out, as always. But I just like to keep it interesting. So, I've been listening to Jim Rohn. Just started. I love this video, how to have your best year of your life. It's 4.5 hours on YouTube, but hey, a little bit every day. What do we talk? Like persistence, right? Consistency. That's what counts. So as I'm getting ready in the morning, as you know, instead of sitting here rocking out to some music, I'm rocking out to some Jim Rohn. Alright? So I learned, that obviously time is more valuable than money. Alright? Jim Rohn says that should be the first thing on your notes. Alright? Your time is more valuable than money. Alright? Because we all only have the same 24 hours in a day, the same 7 days in a week. So why some people manage to make $1 million and some people make nothing, it's all on how their mindset is and how they spend their time. Alright, so our quote for today says, "The bad news is time flies, but the good news is you're the pilot." Alright, you're the pilot. So how you get through your time, how you fly through it, how you navigate through time depends on you, your mindset, the steps that you are planning to take to achieve your goals and your dreams. Alright? And then I just wanted to share some little tips with you. Like 12 top time management tips, okay? Start your day by looking at your calendar and your to-do list instead of your inbox, instead of your Facebook feed, okay? That stuff can wait. That doesn't need to be the first thing you do. First, actually, you should be saying thank you for waking me up in the morning, and then check out your to-do list. And your to-do list should usually be done the night before. You think, what you accomplished today when you're reevaluating what you did do and what you didn't do, then you make your to-do list to carry on from that day for the morning, right? If you're blessed enough to wake up and to continue your work, right? So, you look at your calendar, you look at your to-do list, what needs to be done. That simple technique of just starting to check out what you need to do instead of what everybody else has got going on, that'll help, right? It's a good way to spend your time. And, I talk about turn off distractions. Spend at least 30 minutes quiet or listening to some actual inspirational, motivational, informational kind of video or audio or reading a book that can help better you, can help get you in the mindset for the day to, get your rhino skin on, to get that thick skin, to be able to take on the bricks and the, horrible negativity of the world as you're trying to be this positive, successful person, alright? Then they say to plan for interruptions. When you look at your to-do list, don't expect to get everything done exactly on time. You got to plan for interruptions. Like, you ever get to the end of your day without achieving all that you set out to do? Yeah, I do it all the time, especially while I was doing produce at work, and I get like 6 pallets, like 400 cases of produce, and I'm supposed to work it all by myself. That's crazy, right? I can't do that all in one day. So I do as much as I possibly can, and then 30 minutes before the end of my shift, I go through and I set stuff up, and I make a list of what I can start in the morning for my next day. So, and they gave an interesting fact. The average knowledgeable worker, where'd it go? Sorry. The average knowledgeable worker loses 2.1 hours a day to interruptions. And yet few people plan for them. If you plan for them, it could take just a little bit less time, but the fact is interruptions are always going to happen. If you work an 8-hour day, plan to accomplish 6 hours of work, less time in meetings, and, take a shorter lunch. But just realize and don't, because when you set your promise too high, right, and then you don't hit it, you tend to beat yourself up. And we don't want to do that. But we don't want to set it too low where you're not getting enough accomplished. You still want to get as much as you possibly can through in your time, but just know that you have those interruptions, you have those things that can happen. So it's better to plan for them than to be like blindsided and not ever see it coming. And then you're like, oh my gosh, and you're stressing out the rest of your day because you're not going to get your stuff done. And then you go home from work and you're still thinking about it and you still carry those stresses on. So many people are dying of heart attacks and stress-related, high blood pressure and all that at such younger ages. It's because we just stress ourselves out. And it doesn't need to be like that. If we just better time manage and, think more positively and strategically, we can be in a better place as individuals and as a generation, as in a society as a whole. All right. Number 4, it says to only check your email a few times per day. Schedule that in there. 10 minutes here to go through, and you gotta prioritize when you're going through. Find the ones that are actually important. Don't sit there and go through the spam mail and all that. Find it and stick to your priorities, the important information. What do you actually need to read or check that can benefit you in where you're trying to go? Or not just you, but maybe your business or your team or you and your partner, okay? Prioritize. It doesn't mean, check your Facebook or your email or Twitter or whatever every 2 seconds. Like, whenever you're bored, it's just sad. You see people out at restaurants on dates even, and you just look at them, they're not even conversating. Each person is just sitting there on their phone. Like, you got to be able to engage in the real world as well, you guys. So, check your email less, your Facebook less, check all that stuff less. Alright? 5, don't use your inbox as your to-do list. It says to-do list 101. Write down all the things you need to do and put them in order of priority and start with the most important. Unfortunately, your inbox is not, nor can it be sorted in this way, and most people tend to do the quick and easy things first to reduce the number of emails in their inbox. Don't do this, alright? Glance through and find the priorities and stick to them. That's just their little tip, and I thought that was cool. Alright, number 6, prioritize your work based on the value that it will add. That makes sense, right? Don't do the little petty stuff. Do the stuff that, really matters, and then fit the little stuff in if you have time, right? It says apply the 80-20 rule, where it says you focus on 20% of the activities that will give you 80% of the results. Perfecting this will ensure that you are effective as well as being efficient, alright? And that ties in with the whole, if you work an 8-hour shift, plan to get 6 hours of work done because of interruptions and all that, it all ties together. 7, close your day. As you're closing your day, you make an appointment with yourself. You spend another 30 minutes quiet, or maybe with some classical music, whatever, that can help make you focus, and you reevaluate what you got done and what you need to do tomorrow. It'll help you feel less anxious when you actually know what you got to do. And if you write it down, it makes it even easier when you can see it. I'm just going to skip a couple of them because I don't think they're that much. It says take time to rest and recuperate. A lot of us starting our businesses, we get so caught up in the grind and the excitement and the hype that we just keep going and we keep going. We forget to eat. We forget to even sleep. But your body's needed, okay? We may be drinking our verbs and our renews and we're getting lots of vitamins and our plant source minerals and all that, but you still need to have rest. Your body needs what it needs. So just make sure that you take time when you know that your body needs it, alright? Make sure you take, you could take a 30-minute power nap if you need to. Do it, alright? Don't over-exhaust your body, so that way you can make sure that you're getting the most efficiency out of yourself as long as with your time, alright? So if you need to take a little nap, do so sometimes, alright? So, with that, I am about to head to the gym, and then I gotta be to work for the rest of the night. But I will see a lot of you guys hopefully on Sunday at our big ol' event. I'm so glad to see everybody. I wish it was Sunday morning right now, but it's not. It's only Friday, and I don't want to rush anything because today and tomorrow something very amazing could happen. You never know. It's just all on how I spend my time and how you spend your time. So what you gonna do with it? Have a good day, you guys. Remember, you're your pilot. So How are you going to drive through time as it flies? Bye.